Hello everyone, my name is Sifu Jeff Davis and I'm the senior instructor at Peaceful Mind Martial Arts. Teaching martial arts in Spokane over the past decade has taught me a lot of very important lessons that have made me both a better martial artist and a teacher. One of the most important things I've learned is how much of an impact martial arts training can have on a person's life. Personally, I've been practicing martial arts since I was a child, but my family didn't always have the means to afford classes. So I would spend time practicing with family friends and then trying out those moves against my own friends in backyard brawls. There were a few times in my life when a teacher would take this underprivileged kid and teach him in exchange for cleaning up around the dojo. And those were the teachers that really stuck with me. They weren't in any really big fancy gyms, and they were all providing the same self-defense information. But the lessons that stuck with me the most came from those teachers, and they weren't even related to fighting at all. Of those lessons, the first was that martial arts had the power to change a person's life. I know this because it changed my life, and I see it change lives here at the school all the time. When a person dedicates time and work into learning a martial art of any kind, a lot more happens than just learning to punch and kick. Sure, learning to fight and spar and defend yourself is important, but what I think is equally as important is when a person realizes that they can do a lot more than they thought they could, or exactly as much as they thought they could, depending on how you look at it. Once the seemingly impossible task of memorizing the forms has been achieved, and the student realizes the ability they've acquired, they start to understand that they are capable of some pretty great things. And when the self-confidence and abilities are attained, they carry on even after moving on from the dojo or kunu. And the mentorship and values that a teacher transfers on to the students can shape a child's life for the better if they have a good teacher. Another big lesson I learned from those generous teachers of my past was compassion. Knowing the value of martial arts training and the impact it can have on a person's life, while also knowing what it's like to not have the means to afford it, has motivated us to reach out to help those in need. It turned me into the kind of teacher that values teaching students over making money. But unfortunately, compassion and kung fu don't keep the lights on at night, and the heat on in the winter. That brings us to our crowdfunding initiative. We are reaching out to generous donors that have also learned the lessons of compassion and are hoping to raise money to provide free martial arts classes for 10 kids for a whole year. Our goal is to raise enough money to cover a year's worth of fees and, if possible, a 12-seater van to transport kids from their schools to this school. With the dedicated teachers here at Peaceful Mind Martial Arts, backed by the generosity of donors, we can reach out and make an impact in the lives of the young ones that will lead us into the future. So ask yourself, do you have the confidence to defend yourself and know that you can achieve great things? Do you wish you did? Now ask yourself one more question. What would a future look like with our kids having that and growing up as the leaders of tomorrow? If you can imagine that, then you share the vision of Peaceful Mind Martial Arts and myself. Thank you.